Ladies and gentlemen, we have a flight attendant, Major Wilson. The fewer words you should ask your questions, the more we can hear from her. Raise your hands and the microphone will follow you.
Asia is the only preseason game you got. How do you think you played? Do you think you're 100% for the season?
Am I 100% ready to play? Yes. Am I 100% just get into the flow of things? Not just yet. But this was definitely a good time just to get out and flow and have a game. It's very hard to mimic games and practices. So it's good to kind of get one underneath our belt for us to see timing, spacing, and ball movement. So I feel good. And that was a shocker coming in because I was a little worried. But no, we still have a lot more things that we can go to, but it was a good game to have underneath our belt.
Asia, you were excited for this. You were emotional out there. Just kind of how did it feel to get to live out this moment in your hometown?
It's incredible. It really is. And I think this should become a thing because it's truly special to see a program that has watched me grow, that has poured so much into me, come back and just show them that I'm a big girl now. Like I'm an adult now. And I love that. I love the feeling of it. The town showed out always. Just all the way from my book tour to now, it's been incredible. So I love Columbia. It's always my heart. South Carolina, no, that's the crib. No matter how far, no matter where I am, it's always South Carolina. So I'm grateful to be back here to be able to play in front of these people.
Asia, can you share your range of emotion that you experienced to just return play here and also announcing that new shoe?
Oh, yeah, today was a big day. Today was a really, really big day. I'm blessed to be able to have a day like this. It brought tears to my eyes just driving when the bus was taking us past and I saw people lined up. I don't think people understand how special that is to see that people just support. The support that I've gotten, it's been incredible. And then on top of that, to be home and to say that I'm having a shoe, it was special. And I'm so glad we were able to get that out and across, particularly here, because this is where it all started. It really did. And so to now come back and say, no, I'm a Nike signature athlete, that it's going to be a A1 coming out in the spring. It's so crazy that I'm sharing that with y'all because I've been sitting on that for a couple of years that I just could not share. But it's going to be epic. It's going to be big. And I'm excited for next year.
Nice.
Hey, just to bounce off of that, how hard was it to kind of bottom up that?
It was very, very hard. It was, and it's twofold because part of me was like, well, I don't want to say that I have a shoe if it's not what I want it to be. And we took a lot. I mean, I have an awesome team at Nike that really put my vision out there into a shoe. So it was hard because I'm like, oh, it's not ready yet. And greatness takes a long, long time to build. And I wanted to make sure that when the shoe is ready and when we're ready, that it's me. And so it was very, very hard. And obviously I see the tweets, I see the DMs, I see the sources say X, Y, and Z is getting a shoe. And it's hard. It is hard to just sit there and kind of zip your mouth a little bit. But I've always said, and I tweeted, what is delayed is not denied. And I knew my moment was going to come. And I knew I wanted to share with my teammates and with my home state. And I hope that the rollout was great. Thank you.
Hi, Asia, one more just about the emotion of the day.
Yeah.
You played all over the world. You're one of the premier figures in all of basketball. Yeah. When the fans roared when you were introduced today.
Yeah.
Just what was that like for you?
I got chills. It felt like it just didn't feel real. It felt like I was in a movie, honestly. And it was just incredible. And I was talking with my family. They're like, that's going to be so crazy to hear. Like, I haven't heard that in 4 years. I haven't heard that since 7 years. I haven't heard it since I left. And it was just a great feeling of just home. It just felt very homey. I felt very like it was just a big hug. And I can greatly appreciate CLA opening back up for me.
All right, let's go to the Zoom. Christos.
Hey, Asia, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
What's the next goal that you said about you on and off the floor? What's the next
Goal as one of the most decorated athletes in the WNBA on and off the floor? What's the next goal, the next target for you?
What's the next goal for me?
Yes.
I want to be a winner. I want to be a Hall of Famer. I want to be legendary. So whatever that takes, whatever that's in front of me, I want to execute it. I want to be a better teammate to my team. I want them to understand that I'm there no matter what, and have fun while doing it. That's my goal, is continue to grow the game, push the needle in the way that people are opening up to it, it's a blessing to see. So that has to be my next goal. I can sit up here and talk about championships all day, but I want to dig deeper in that. I want to tap into communities. I want to really grow the game from the ground up. And that's how we sustain the growth. This is, like I always say, like I've been saying, this isn't a trend. This isn't a fad. This is us. This has been us. So I want to continue this on and just grow from there.
How'd you beat me?
I'm showered, smelling good.
Right.
Ice on my knees.
I was gonna say.
And we'll turn it over to the coach, Jordan.
Hey Asia, congrats
Hi.
on the win and the shoe deal. So I have two questions, one for each of you. So first for Asia, just talk about being an inspiration and paving the way for other young Black athletes.
Oh man, it's my life. It's my why. I love to be that. I love to show people that like you can do it. It's doable. Go out there and crush it in your own fashion. I feel like we get so caught up in trying to mimic ways and seeing what other people are doing. No, do it in your own way and have fun with that. So that comes with a lot of pressure, you got to block out a lot of noise, but I love what I do and I'm gonna do it every single day I step foot on that court. I'm gonna do it every single day I wake up. And hopefully people can give me some grace, but I'm gonna always give myself some grace.
And a follow-up question for Becky. I know it's just the preseason, but what did you like about seeing some of the young girls on the floor like Kate and Deasia?
Yeah, I thought they played great. They were a lot of fun to watch, actually, sometimes more than our first group. But anyways, no. No, you know, they're learning a lot. It was great to see, obviously, just to compete against somebody other than ourselves. You know, and biggest thing, I mean, we got a game, like I said, in 3 days, so we're still trying to get our win. We're still trying to play at a certain pace and be able to knock down shots at a certain pace. So it was a good day for us. And I thought the bench came in and, like I said, they were fun to watch. The ball was popping. They're making cuts. They're making each other better out there. So everybody got better today. And nobody got hurt either. So that's always good. We want to be, you know, as
Shout
healthy
out
as
to Puerto
possible.
Rico, like shout out to them. They really came out here and was like, no, we're gonna do this, and I appreciate them for that. It was super cool playing against them. Conversations that we shared. I actually have to sign something for one of them, but no, shout out to them 100%. Respect them for coming out here for sure.
2 more questions from Zoom. Let's keep them for Asia and then we'll bring
Yeah, because I'm gonna go.
coach. Allie?
Wait, you said only for Asia, not for
For
Not
the next 7 seconds, yes.
okay, so for Asia, this is Callie with the Las Vegas Review Journal. I saw you gave out some South Carolina outfits before the game started. I'm curious who you feel like was the best sport.
So yes, I gave out my South Carolina outfits because they lost to South Carolina. Duh. And I honestly, that bookstore has changed so much that I bought them outfits knowing that they were going to give them back to me. So I had to give them cute fits because I wanted to fit. But I loved Kate fit. I think Kate wore the best one. Jackie kind of wore her little crop top. It was cute. But no, I'll have to say Kate's fit was the best.
Chelsea's was the worst.
Okay,
But I'm
so
saying, who was the best sport? Like, who handled it the best?
oh,
You know?
Meg handled it great. She was posing. She was like, okay, and that's why I gave her the one that was kind of like all one color. She handled it the best. The rest of them was some haters, but it's okay because they still had to wear the garnet and black. So I feel like that's a win-win.
Thank you.
All right, now Willie, last one for Asia.
Hey, Ace, and congrats on the announcement. When you go back to the end of last season and just step by step during the off season, you haven't stopped. The book tour, public appearances, USA, right? Media day. I mean, I remember you graced me with, 10 seconds for a quote because, I mean, you're getting pulled in every direction. Now the DC trip. Is today an exhale, but now you look up and 3 days later, the season starts? How are you mentally and just are you prepared? Because it seems like it's been nonstop.
Oh yeah, it really has. But I mean, this is the fun part. Now I get to play. I don't really get to be bothered by my agent. I love Jay, but she be getting on my nerves because I'm like, girl, Lord. But no, this is now she understands. Like now I'm playing. Now I'm at work. Now it's kind of like I just go into this zone of just like I have to perform for my team every single night. So it's been great. Off season was lovely. I wouldn't change it for the world. I was blessed to be able to be in different spaces, different places with different people. But now it's go time. It's go time, and so mentally that switch flips. And just go into the Aces mode. And I'm dived in. I'm 10 toes down for this one over here to the right of me. And we're going to go and try to get us another one.
Thanks a lot, Asia. We'll let you go. Oh, Ari and Ashley are waiting outside for you.
By the way, I don't know who posted whatever, but it had her as the pettiest hooper on the planet, and I'm assuming it meant prettiest.
No, it's petty, like,
What you mean? They did it right? I was like, they forgot the R.
no, pretty too, thank you.
Prettiest.
But no, petty.
What does that even mean? You're not petty. She's not petty at all.
Oh.
I was like, somebody forgot the R on this post.
Like an open statement or should we go straight?
No, let's
to
go
it?
to question.
All right, raise your hands. Like again, here.
Hi, Coach Henry, Kevin, Kate Lewis with the 9450 again. Kate Martin and Deja Fair had 10 minutes, and in those 10 minutes, it seemed like it was an incredible feat, the way they were moving the ball and everything with Megan Gustafson. How does it feel to have those two draft picks come in real game time against, like you said, other opponents? How does that look like for you going forward as you move into getting into the regular season?
Well, you have to understand these rookies, every time they've been competing, you have to allow them some grace to grow and allow them to have some grace with each other. Because at the end of the day, they're trying to guard the greatest guards in the world with, Kelsey, Jackie, and Chelsea. And I tell them all the time, I'm like, you guard them, you can guard anybody in the world. So it was actually nice to see them go against somebody other than our players, because you can see really how much upside there is to both of them. And, both of them are there for specific reasons. The reasons are different. Deasia is completely different than Kate. But what we saw in each of them and the skill set that they possess, we valued both of those. So it was actually fun to see them go out there and compete against somebody other than our guards, and then do such a great job. I thought they played really free. I thought they made each other better. And like I said, they were fun to watch out there. That's how basketball should be played. Balls popping. I thought KB had great minutes. So that's what we're looking for. We want to put people out there that play the right way, enjoy playing with their teammates, and the results will be there. You do that.
Thank you.
Coach, how cool to see Asia announce finally her signature shoe, and have you already submitted your pre-order over to her?
I knew it was coming for a while, so I was just waiting for it. But it's a pretty cool shoe. So we'll see what colorway she comes up with. But yeah, I'm putting my order in right now for sure. 7.5 men's, 9.5 women's, Asia.
Coach, what was it like for you to see the emotion of Asia returning to her college hometown and the reception she got?
I mean, I thought it was awesome. Coming around here, it's like traveling with the Beatles. Like she can't go anywhere. It's just madness everywhere she goes. And that's pretty awesome because I think at the end of the day, this community, this town, it's like when you're a parent and you're like handing your baby off. It's like your kid grows up, right? And it's like they've just seen Asia grow into this not only amazing basketball player, but amazing human. I don't have enough adjectives to describe her as a person. She's literally one of my favorite people on the planet. Like she's everything you'd want in a person, but also in your superstar. She just embodies everything that you want and need as a coach and does it so gracefully. But that's who she is. And I think at the end of the day, whether it's myself or or whoever on down the line, we want people to be authentically themselves. I think you get the best out of people when they are authentically themselves and they're secure in who they are within not only the group, but themselves. So that's the kind of culture we really try to create, a culture of, like I said, accountability, competitiveness, but also fun. Like at the end of the day, I'm like, y'all should be living your best lives. And they were most of the off season, so I'm gonna have to get them back in the reality. But like at the end of the day, you're basketball players, and you only have a short window. So make the most of every opportunity. And she does. Every year she comes back better.
That's one in the room. Nikias in the room.
Hi, Coach. Just a quick one for
You
you.
gonna give me some crazy stat in the class like you always do?
No stat this time.
No?
Quick observation. I
Yeah.
felt like on a couple of free throw trips for Puerto Rico, you had Asia on the other side of the court versus going for the rebound. And there was like a quick hit ahead to her, I think, on the second one. Was that intentional or just kind of randomness with her being there?
Oh, no, most of the things we do are very intentional. Last year we were doing it with Candace quite a bit when she was healthy, but really we got it from the Lakers back in the day because they would put AD and LeBron, and they were a problem because if you give them too deep of a seal, they're just going to score on you. And then when they get on that high side and start working you up, then it's like a lock and lob. So we want to start putting Asia in some positions down there early ahead where she can make reads and get the ball, hopefully in a good spot. But it actually kind of gets annoying for the defense. I mean, I don't know how many times when we were playing the Lakers, I'm like, somebody has to go back there. And most of the time it has to be somebody big because of who they put back there. So that puts them off the line. Obviously, we got to clean up the board, but we want that pace and the ball, pushed up the sideline as quick as possible. And then we go play. Whatever happens, happens.
Thank you.
Alan?
Yeah, so that wasn't there, I was watching videos trying to get a sense of like the game flow and like lock down the box score. And at a certain point, I kind of realized it was probably about so much more than that from all of you. So I'm wondering how you would describe the balance of enjoying the moments in the game while also using it as a building block for the season opener.
Yeah, I mean, we're not where we need to be. We're not in the best shape yet. We're still trying to get to where we can play at the pace that we want and still make shots. I thought the third quarter sucked, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, we didn't play so hot in the third quarter, but like I said, I was letting them work through some kinks, letting them work through a little bit of fatigue. All in the hopes that we got better collectively as a group today. But like I told them before the game, I'm not coaching the score. I don't coach the score. I don't coach necessarily even against those opponents. Obviously, I do at times, but mostly it's about us. And today it was about us being at the standard that we want as Aces players.
Thank you.
Matthew?
Hey, Becky, I wanted to ask your thoughts on Megan's game and how you see her fitting, because I think if you ever asked Megan when she came into this league that she'd be shooting 7 threes in a game, she wouldn't have said that happened. So how you see her fitting and what you thought of how she played today.
I thought she did great. I mean, and 7 threes and not one of them was forced. So I don't care if you shoot 20 of them. If you're open, you can shoot. And playing with the group that we have, she's going to find herself open a lot because those other ones require so much attention that just their presence makes everybody else open. So we're still trying to find some chemistry. People are still trying to find some maybe individual rhythm. But overall, we still want to be making the right plays, the right reads, and everybody has the green light to shoot when they're open.
Thanks a lot, Coach. We'll let you go. Thank you to South Carolina for welcoming us and taking such good care of us. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. Come visit us in Vegas. Thank you.